For our stretch today, you need a band, but if you don't have a band, grab yourself an old pair of tights or the cord from a dressing gown or an old bra or anything long, basically. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our back and just settle the spine into a position where it feels nice and comfortable. We're going to take our band and we're going to pop it around the left foot so that it's covering the ball of the foot and the toes. And then we're going to stretch the right leg down to the floor, cross the band over, and then just allow the leg to relax. Start to gently circle the leg, just mobilizing the hip, stretching some of the deeper muscles in the hip. Gradually bringing the leg closer and closer towards you as you stretch. And then we're going to pause here. We're going to pull with the left hand so that the sole of the foot turns to the right. And hold it here. That's going to give you a stretch across the side of the ankle. We're going to pull the leg over to the right side, which is going to deepen that stretch even more. Then we're going to plant the hip into the mat. Now, if you've got anything left here, try flexing your ankle and pulling your toe towards your knee. Nice. And then we can release. Take the right foot up into the band. And then the left leg can come down. Again, we'll just start some gentle circles, just easing off the tension in the deeper, smaller muscles. Keeping the hip planted into the floor. Gradually make those circles a little bit bigger. And then we can pause in our deepest hamstring stretch. Pull with the right hand so the foot turns to the left. Pull the whole leg over to the left. Plant the right hip into the mat. And now maybe flex the ankle as well. Ooh. Excellent work. We're going to release our foot from the band. Put the band to one side for now. And then walk the feet towards your bum. Step the feet wider than the mat. Let both knees roll over to the right and take hold of your left foot. So this is one of my favorite quad stretches because it really gets to vastus lateralis, which is one of the muscles that tends to be quite tight, gnarly and dysfunctional on almost everyone. Also, with a little squeeze on the glutes on the left side, we can open up the hip flexors. And then we're going to release from this stretch here. Lovely. Take the legs over to the other side. Make sure your feet are still wide. And again, see if you can take hold of the foot. A little squeeze into the right glutes to just press the hip forward. Breath here. Okay, so let's release from this. Walk the feet back together again. And then we're going to cross the right knee over the left. Take the arms nice and wide. Let both knees roll over to the left. And let the spine have a little stretch in rotation. Take a deep breath and feel the shoulder stretching and releasing. We can come back to the center, uncross the legs, cross them again, bring the legs all the way over to the right, and relax there. You might hear some weird chomping noises in the background. My daughter is currently very sweetly sitting quietly watching something with headphones on, so I can't talk to her, but she's just munching on a breadstick right now, so if you're wondering what that is. Okay, so the knees are going to come back to the center. We're going to uncross the legs, bring the knees into the chest. Give them a little hug for a second, let the lower spine release. And now open up your knees, reach between them with your hands. Hold on to maybe ankles, maybe calves. If you're lucky, onto the balls of the feet. We're going to stretch out the left leg. Stretch out the right leg. And let the inner thighs release. Excellent. So the knees are going to come back together again. Bring them one by one down to the floor. And we can push ourselves all the way up to sitting. Cool. So we're going to cross the top ankle over the lower knee. Take both hands side by side on the mat. Take a breath in as we lift the chest and lift the tail. And then a breath out as we tuck the tail under and flex the spine. pressing the hip into the floor. And we'll do that just twice more. And on this last one, walk the front hand forward just a little bit so that you get even more of a stretch underneath the shoulder. The arms are going to come over to the other side of the leg, and then we're going to press the knee towards the shoulder, or maybe just hug the knee towards the shoulder here. And take a look over your other shoulder and take a breath here. Awesome. So we can untangle the legs, bring the other foot over the other knee, take both hands side by side to the other end of the mat. We'll take a breath in as the chest lifts, and a breath out, tail tucks under, round the spine. Twice more. Feel that lovely stretch underneath the rib cage as well. And on our third one here, walk the front hand forward a little bit further. Lovely. Both arms can circle over the leg. Give the leg a little hug to the chest or a little elbow into the shoulder, looking over your shoulder. And breathe here. Excellent work. So now we can sit with our legs just crossed ahead of us. The arms are going to reach up and over the shoulders. Cross the elbows over. Take a little stretch over to the left and a little stretch over to the right. Then the right hand can slide between the shoulder blades just to encourage the stretch through the triceps. Try and reach the hand as far down as you can. And then we can take the other hand between the shoulder blades, again reaching the hand down towards the bottom. And we can release there. Well done. So let's come onto our hands and knees now. Hands underneath the shoulders, and we can step the feet back one by one and press the hips up into the air into downward dog. And just take a few seconds here to let the heels sink into the mat. Let the hips lift to the sky. The right leg is going to stretch back into the air. The knee can turn out to the side, encouraging that stretch through the inner thigh of the left leg. And then that knee can bend and press the toe past the bum to the other side, to the left side. We can swing the knee slowly between the hands now. Rest on the bottom cheek of the right leg. Bring the chest down onto the thigh and have a 10-second snooze here. And just take a little rock from left to right. Then we can push ourselves all the way up from the floor, hands either side of the knee, step the foot back and lift the hips back to our down dog. Heels sink into the mat. This time left leg stretches into the air. The knee bends, the heel pulls towards the bottom, and now push the toe past the bottom. Slowly bring the knee between the hands now. Rest the hip on the mat. And then lower the chest to the thigh. And again, a little rock side to side. Nice work. Hands either side of the knee. Toe can tuck under. We can push ourselves into our down dog again. And now start to press the heels into the floor as you walk the feet back towards the hands. Once your weight is on both feet, we can exhale as we begin to roll up from the mat, articulating the spine bone by bone. Allow the shoulders to roll back, reach the arms up overhead and interlace the fingers. Let's stretch the fingers out, turn the hands inside out. Take your left leg behind your right and press the heel into the floor. Take a reach over to your right. The feet come side by side. The other foot goes back and press the heel down and take a reach all the way out. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed, released and stretched. We're all done.